Hey guys, this is Manshark Sub LPs. I'm Sub, this is Crusader Kings II, and this is Millennia in the Making episode 50. We're currently playing as Kaiser Ludolf of the Holy Roman Empire. He's the son of Kaiser Ulrich, who himself was the son of King Ludolf, who was the son of King Otto, our first character. The Kaiser is in a bad way. He is currently incapable, which is massive penalties to everything, and it's kind of a way of saying you're probably going to die fairly soon. His wife is his regent, and she despises him for some reason. And his heir, who would be quite nice, is this charming fellow here. Charming, bald, nice, regal. I'm not sure if you call that a double chin, because when King Otto had a double chin, but that was kind of like the flap under his chin. So, let us know if that's a thing. And he's got rather nice, high, defined cheekbones as well. He's a good-looking lad. The main problem is that if we die at the moment, we lose the Holy Roman Empire to Duke Sigmund here. We will actually have, claims that we can press, because this guy's going to get the Holy Roman Empire as a claim, and he will also inherit every single one of our kingdoms, which is good. And also, because every single one of those kingdoms, let me just show you guys before we actually get into this. So the Kingdom of Germany is that area at the moment. So he'll inherit all of that area as his stuff. What else does he get? Kingdom of Bavaria, all of that. So let me just click between Germany. So there's an area in here which isn't under anybody's whatever. So that's kind of very strange. I'm not sure what's going on there, but it's alright. We'll deal with that. The Kingdom of Pomerania here, all of that. And the Kingdom of Bohemia. So, what will happen if we lose the Holy Roman Empire is we will still own well more than 50% of the land that we have right here. And we'll start a faction to say we should be boss of the Holy Roman Empire, and then we'll start a little war like that and take it back like that. So it's not like we lose it forever. Don't get me wrong, it's not like we lose it forever. I'm hoping. Anyway, we're currently involved in a little war with the King of Burgundy and Aquitaine and the King of England for Canten, which is this little place down here. This one here that we're fully occupied. And the King of Burgundy will not accept a peace offer just yet. He's got about 6,500 troops moving in. So let's get started. Oh, the regency has ended. Why? I'm incapable. I must employ a regent. Why is my regency ended? This is unusual to me. I'm not sure what the fuck's going on. Oh, hang on. Hang on. We've got enough votes so that we will not lose the Holy Roman Empire if we die right now. Amazing. We're getting a little bit of a vote switch around. Oh, amazing. We're fine. Oh, thank God. We are completely fine. We now have 4 votes, and at least one of those popped off Gelrare here, so we're doing well. At least one of them is Gelrare himself, so I cannot tell you guys how much of a relief that is. It would have been interesting, no doubt, to see me get the Holy Roman Empire back. But no, that is amazing at this stage in time. We appear to be moving this army down. It's been a few days since I've actually done a recording. Yeah, these guys are moving down to take on this army. Because I had that Death Watch session that I was running. That appeared to go quite well. It's very light on combat, which is a bit odd for, well, Death Watch. But it went well. They investigated the Dark Eldar, and they, well, investigated the smuggling and were led to the Dark Eldar, and it all went quite nicely. We've got a faction forming. All of these factions, well, the faction that just formed is actually quite large. It's Duke Hartmann of Austria saying that he should be King of Bavaria. Whatever. And as usual, we are going to get a lot of votes getting thrown around. And we've just gained a weak claim of a kingdom of Lotharingia for this fellow. Now that's not because the current king of Lotharingia has died or anything, because if he were to die, then Adolf Littlefinger here would take over. That's right, isn't it? Yep. And there are plenty more Littlefingers in the ranks. I was thinking, why couldn't we plot to kill him? And that's because we're incapable. We can't plot while we're incapable. We also can't go on a pilgrimage, I think. Yeah, we're not healthy enough to travel. No, well. I'm kind of hoping that we die fairly soon in that case, because I'd like our son, Count Ulrich of Praha here, to basically take over. And, you know, as soon as he can. Excuse me. Oh, there's a bit of a rebellion going on in Lotharingia. We might take advantage of that in a moment. If we can. Still not sure if we can. What I think the Burgundy king is doing, or Burgundian, I guess, is coming around here and trying to besiege Canton to try and take it back. That's alright, you know, it's fine. We're doing exceptionally well, look at that. 5 votes, and the next in line is 2. And, oh, the Kingdom of Germany... Oh, wait, no, this wasn't a vote, this was primogeniture. The Kingdom of Bavaria, it's a little half and half, but it's going alright. Pomerania is pretty secure for us, and Bohemia is also... I'm going to say that's pretty secure, to be quite honest. I think only one other person has a vote in Bohemia, and, you know, the other one is me. Alright, we took Gors, wonderful. How are we doing? No? Okay, well, we'll just besiege Istria then. Fine. I really am very glad that we managed to sort that out. He's coming back to St. Gallen. That's right, I was moving to St. Gallen. You should stop. Smart man. Tyrol is forest, not mountains, despite the appearance of it. Chur here is mountains, but he's headed to Innsbruck, which is mountains. Alright. Fine. Can we catch him? We'll move out on the 22nd, we'll move out on the 21st of April, and we get there in May. So yeah, not much chance. Yeah. We are still going to get a lot of vote changes around in the HRE, but because we have 6, that's a nice, comfortable margin. And we're just going to have to deal with the alert noise happening constantly. Constantly. Maybe I'll turn those down to being low priority if they get to be really annoying. Yeah, so he's moving into Canton. That's right, he doesn't threaten our army here, so we'll just get our guys to move all the way over to Steiermark and then we'll attack down. Well, we won't actually attack down. What we'll do is we'll have them move into Crane through Aquileia and then up. Because you take penalties attacking into Canton from Aquileia, Steiermark, where else? Kryrikon and Varazdin, so that one and that one. So if we come down here and attack up, we won't take a river penalty, despite the river looking like it's actually in between those two provinces. You know, whatever, I guess. Pope still likes me. Unfortunately, everybody likes the Pope a bit more than me, but that's alright. We can manage. Unpause the game. Why does he can stop fabricating a claim on some county. Oh, he won't accept my offer. We could imprison him and release him. He doesn't like us very much. He's a foreigner as well, he's Dutch. So, not particularly concerned by that. I would like to smash this army though, that would be very nice. He's moving into Steiermark, that's odd. Let's just tell our guys to move into Innsbruck. He'll get there fairly shortly, and see what this guy's doing. Steiermark counts as mountains. Oh, that's irritating. Oh, but now he's moving into Salzburg. I'm going to let him finish moving into Salzburg. And see if I can just attack down on him and catch him. So he'll move out on the 19th. There it is. 4th, 8th. Okay, so we're not going to catch him, and he's moving into Oberbayern. So we'll head down to Oberbayern and just try and stop him moving. Okay, he stopped moving. He's going to move back into Steiermark. Let's us move back into Steiermark this time. We're getting a lot of siege messages because we are intentionally causing him to move around a lot. Just checking our holdings, seeing if we could buy anything. We could get new stables in Wittelsbach and in Nuremberg. I'm not too worried about Plauen or Weimar. We're going to eventually shed those. But we could upgrade the castle towns in the meantime. Let's do that. Let's upgrade the castle town in Weimar. Get a little bit more money. Stolwys has converted to the Catholic faith. Now that wasn't our guy, I believe. I don't actually know where Stolwys is. Stolwys? Oh, this one down here must have been Tengri. Oh, that's good. We had nothing to do with that. That's fine. No problem. It's this. The county of Szekvar. We don't have a valid casus belli because he's Catholic. And yeah, he won't accept the vassalization offer. So what we're doing here, will we take a penalty between Steiermark and Salzburg? It looks like we will because of this river. But apparently no. Apparently no, we won't. So what we're really just trying to do is get it to a point where we can attack into that province without them moving off. I think we've got that now. Yes, so we'll get there on the 26th and they haven't even started moving. Here it goes. Boom. Right. For some reason, this guy has taken control of that army. We're somewhat outmatched in terms of military ability, but we more than double their numbers, so we should still win. This flank gives me a bit of concern. This guy appears to have just gotten wounded, so his martial skill went down. But the other guys should hold their own. Yeah, you can see here, even though this guy outnumbers this guy, he's still losing morale faster. Fortunately, the center column and the flank on this side have taken over, and good. We've won that battle. And reinforcements turn up, no drama. Yep, 17% war score, etc. We'll chase them down into Österreich. Okay. And in the meantime, we won this siege here, so we're just going to take the city and bishopric nice and quick. Get that over and done with. And then, I think we're going to try something against this guy. We'll see. What's his actual war? For King Guilherme's claim on Lotharingia. Who is King Guilherme? Is that the Burgundy guy? Yes. So that's something we want to avoid happening. We might join in their war or something like that. Or if we could kill him, that'd be even better. Wiped him out, 12.3%. Lovely. Let's send these guys over here. And because the Lotharingian is actually friendly to us, and we'd like him to be a bit friendlier, we're going to offer to join his war. We can do that even with our levies up. Let's see. He's got two wars. He's got one against Oberzino, which is the Revolutionary War, and one against the Italian, who is pressing his own claim, it seems. Let's get involved in the rebel war. And I have just noticed that there is an English army sitting up here that we're going to go and beat the shit out of. in the meantime. If he calls us into his war, we'll be right there. Yep, there we go. And there's the rebel army, which we will go and shatter. Let's see. Verdun, Trier, and Liege. So, I'm not sure if Metz has a connection. Let's see. We can test that by ordering our troops to move into Metz, holding down Shift, and yep, immediate connection. So, this is a little odd. This is Verdun here, well, this is the county we're looking at, Luxembourg. There's a river flowing between it and Verdun. Yeah, you can kind of see that. There's a river flowing between it and Trier, which is here. There is also a river flowing between it and Liege, which is up here, I guess, kind of. But there is apparently no river flowing between Metz and Luxembourg. Amazing. I guess that river just stops at some point. Maybe? Oh, we've won this war against the Burgundy guy, so that's excellent. Just get that done. We're going to gain the county of Canten and some prestige. Lovely. And now our demesne is too big. And we're going to put down our personal levies in a moment because I can win this war up here, no problem. Let's see, Canten. I think that should have its own ruler, so let's see if I can find a charming German Catholic individual. My kinsman Hartwig here. He's 0 years old, so he'll have a regency, but he's nice and strong, so let's grant him the landed title of the county of Canten. Done. Excellent. And what I want to do is just when all of my troops are in friendly provinces, lower the levies. Just so that I know where my retinue is, because I've forgotten in the days that it's been since I've done a recording. Come on, there we go. So we come up here and we just say down. Excellent, so this one up here are our levies. And the Austrian has declared war on the guy that I just put into Canten. That's alright. The Austrian will probably win that. Now, to stop that, what we would have to do, I believe it would be the Crown Laws of Bavaria, would have to come up to medium. So that's a very good reason to get our Crown Laws everywhere to medium, just to stop that sort of bullshit from happening. Now, because we, speaking about that, because we have a little bit of a well, advantage here, I'm going to start raising Crown Laws in places. So I'm going to raise the Crown Laws in Bohemia. Honestly, because I'm hoping this guy dies. I just don't understand why he doesn't have a regent anymore. It's bizarre. He can't even plot to murder his wife. So that's it, we did that in Bohemia. There are a list of people who should all eventually vote for it, he says. We're also going to raise Crown Authority in Pomerania. No, we're not. We're not going to raise Crown Authority in Pomerania because we're equal first. Same with Bavaria. And Germany's already there. I am also going to raise Crown Authority in the Holy Roman Empire. Or try. We've tried that a number of times and it hasn't really come down for us. I just want to smash this army, get this rebellion over and done with, and then see if he needs any help in his other wars. Yep, okay, so we've got a bunch of people approving the laws. We've got a minor plot here. This guy wants to kill some guy I don't know, so he can stop that. Okay, we're at 46 there, and Bohemia is at 8. It is a little risky putting these through because people might start not liking us and be all like, well, now I'm not going to vote for you at all, which would be an issue. But, well, at that point they kind of just deal with it. So we've almost got this one through. We just need one more person to vote for it. So just leave that out. The Italian is at war with my guy here, and West Francian is in on that, so that's actually really annoying. Okay, nice easy battle for us, even though we did get a river crossing penalty. It just didn't tell us that. For reasons. Yeah, I'm afraid that even if we do win this war, for the revolt, that the Italian is going to win the other war. Because it is a full-on Italian claim. So, can I offer to join in? Nope. I can't offer to join in another war. You can only join in one war at a time. That's alright. Let's head on over to Trier and besiege that place. But at the very least, if the Italian gets it, the Burgundy guy doesn't get it. Because if Burgundy gets it, he gets 2 kingdoms. Whereas if the Italian gets it, he only gets... Well, sorry. If Burgundy gets it, then he has 3 kingdoms. And if the Italian gets it, then he only has 2 kingdoms. And, you know, we can always declare war on the Italian to get it back for our guy. I'm pretty sure. Good claim on Mercia, and these ones on Lotharingia, which we're not going to push because we're at war. We're allies in a war. And the game won't let you declare war on somebody you're fighting alongside. Obviously. Sure he does. Another issue there is then the Italian, a Carling, will have a vote in the Holy Roman Empire. And speaking of votes, this isn't going through, so I'm going to go to the Duke and say, hey, Duke, buddy, pal. We don't really need the Duke. We just need one of these guys. So, Werner. Yes, he needs significantly less money to bribe. Vote for my law. Now, I believe we were also going to be aggressive towards the Duke of Flanders. So where's Flanders? This is Flanders right here. Yes, this guy. He's going to get what's coming to him. Never fear. He's going to get it. Excellent. Bohemia has instituted Crown Authority. Medium. That's good. It means that they can't fight amongst themselves in that area. And that if it came down to it, we could institute seniority succession, which we're not going to do. It does mean that the next guy can go high and then switch it to primogeniture. Pomerania we don't want to fiddle with. Bavaria we don't want to fiddle with. Despite autonomous vassals just being so bad. Yeah. Actually, you know what? We're going to fiddle with the one in Bavaria because it's our vote which is giving our son here the title. This guy is trying to fabricate a claim. He will not stop, therefore I will imprison him. He has avoided my guards and fled to another court, so we will imprison him. Because that court was one of our guys. Now, we could release him, getting more opinion with our vassals. We could execute him, which everybody would not like us for, or we could ransom him for 70. We're going to release him for that 10 points of opinion. This guy has been accused of heresy. He's one of my counts, so I don't want him to get shitty with me, and my court chaplain has done that. Wow, my court chaplain is fucking terrible. He doesn't like us at all. I'm sure he is not a heretic. He's going to dislike us for that, but that's alright because we're going to kick him out of the job. And give it to the Prince Archbishop of Cologne, I think. Actually, no, this guy. And he must proselytize somewhere, so one of these places up here. Let's try Posen. And everything else is fine. Our steward doesn't particularly like us, but he's really the good man for the job, and I think he's alright. I don't think he'll give us any trouble. It's really the spy master who you've got to worry about, and our spy master is a very good friend of ours. Because we bribed him at some point. Somebody died. Our Chancellor died. So we're going to give it to this guy, because, well, he really does like us, doesn't he? And he wants to be that, so, very good. Now, let's see here. Who are we going to send him to talk to? The Duke of Thuringia and Franconia and Baden don't like us. Same with the Duke of Moravia, but that's because we changed Crown Authority. Excuse me. Let's go talk to the Duke of Franconia. I guess. So he's leading troops in Trier, but he's only got one county, which is this place. Improve relations. The Baron of Altdorf died. We are getting factions still, but, you know, it's so incredibly small, it just doesn't really matter. Oh. We've got enough that we could start buying more pieces of a retinue. I really do forget the general makeup of our retinue. It's actually been quite a while. We got some vassals approving our change of laws in Bavaria. We only need another 2 counts or a duke, I think. One of those guys should jump in. The Duke of Tyrol. There we go. I don't think it was the Duke of Tyrol, but whatever it was, they went with it. And Pomerania is a little bit more sketchy because it's the Duke of Brandenburg is giving us our hold here. If he goes away, then this guy might get it when we die. The Duke of Messian, who is still a Littlefinger, so that's all good, but I don't want to give up any kingdom titles. I honestly wish we could off ourselves right now. Just get this guy doing his thing. He's actually really good. We can try and increase the chances of us dying by, say, putting us in control of an army, which would be hilarious because, you know, we're basically mentally disabled at this point. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this kid has lost his thing. We can't really do anything about that, I gotta say, because we can't increase the Crown Law to the point where he can't fight each other because we already raised the Crown Law. My son has become of legal age. He is a dutiful cleric, wonderful, and he is unlanded. Well, that's an issue, isn't it? For now. What we'll do after we finish this little thing over here, and I honestly think we don't have the men to fight both Italy and West Francia. It would be annoying, and I just don't want to do it. West Francia is a good ally, I think. Well, I say that. They're not. Huh. Well, that is intriguing, isn't it? The only problem is that they're Carlings, and they've done this damn thing where they like a bunch of kings. A daughter was born to Ulrich Lotharingia, which is my nephew, and Prince Theodorica of the Byzantine Empire. Oh, that reminds me, we were doing Byzantine things, weren't we? Oh, there's Hartwig Littlefinger right there. We can't plot murders or anything, so it's really kind of pointless to, you know, look into that sort of stuff at the moment. Anyway, our unlanded son, what we're probably going to do is come up here and do a holy war for Le Buz. You know, take it back. Back. We never owned it in the first place. Take it. Yeah, I'm gonna say that this war is kind of pointless at this stage. We are just gonna complete this siege, and maybe these places too, just for the money we'll get. But yeah, I'd say that the Lotharingian has lost to the Italian, and it's kind of annoying, but whatever. One thing that we can look at from this, when this guy dies, when he loses the kingdom, he will get a strong claim on Lotharingia, which should be inheritable, and that'll go to his child, Adolf Lotharingia. And because we are a higher title than king, because we're an emperor, when this guy comes to our court, we can then press his claim, and he'll be a vassal, because he's of our dynasty. So that's a positive, I guess, from this sort of negative thing. What's happening here? Okay, all of these places have passed their laws. I'm going to try and increase the crown laws of Pomerania, just on the face of it. I know I said it was not a good idea, but this is really strange. I don't know how he became incapable at such a young age for that sort of thing. Usually it's something you get when you're like 60 or something like that. It's an advanced age issue. This woman wants to kill Princess Maria of the Holy Roman Empire. She's also batshit insane. You want to stop that, love? Thank you. Wonderful. Let's just have a look at diplomatic relations. Okay, so we've got an alliance with Lotharingian. And really, with Aquitaine? Aquitaine slash Burgundy? Do we really have an alliance with these guys? Yes. Yes, we have an alliance with the King of Lotharingia, the King of Burgundy, and of course the Byzantine Empire. Wow. So if we went to war with just West Francia, for some of the de jure lands up here, Burgundy would probably back us up. Also because Burgundy isn't held by the Carlings, so they've got nothing to do with West Francia. That could be an option in the future, because they hold these lands over here, sort of thing. There's a bit of disease over there for consumption. Or tuberculosis. Same thing, really. Right, so what I was going to do, Pomerania, increase it to medium, go. I would very much like this law here to actually goddamn pass. Like, seriously, guys. It's the most irritating thing that they're not passing my laws. Particularly one so minor as increasing crown authority to limited. See, the guys in the kingdoms do it quite easily. Yeah, almost there. One more vote and we'll get it. Yep, there we go. Wonderful. So now a few of our vassals are not going to like us because we have increased crown authority, even if they did vote for it. The Duke of Austria among them. But what we just have to do is kind of suck it up. We'll know if we have any problems with succession. Yeah, good. We took that castle, and now we're just working on the bishopric of Trier, and then we'll hit the city of Koblenz and the bishopric of Bitburg. As long as the rebels don't win, which they shouldn't, we've got a 61 war score over them, then I'm fine with what happens down here. Excuse me. Money's not an issue for us, so that's pretty cool. And when we finish these sieges, I'll check on my retinue sizes and we'll see what additional retinue units we could buy. Because we're, what is this, almost 1,500, maybe 1,300 below our cap. So that could be another 2 skirmish retinues, which our archers and heavy infantry are equal, which is kind of what I like to do. that castle town in Weimar got built. We could use some more, knights, but that comes with the issue of... Actually, we could make some more normal cavalry. The difference here is a knight regiment has 300 heavies, 200 light. A cavalry regiment has 100 heavies, 400 light. Light cavalry, sorry, are very good at chasing people down in the rout, and they increase the damage you do at that stage. As well as, basic flanking maneuvers and that sort of stuff. Okay, so we're hitting this lovely little town of Koblenz. The Duke of Austria is dead. We've got a new Duchess of Austria. If she wasn't ambitious, she'd actually be a pretty good one because, well, it'd be good on the face of it that she doesn't have the, oh, you increase crown authority penalty, because she wasn't holding a title when we did that. So that's good. We are getting some factions coming up a little bit. Ulrich for Bohemia and Duke Sigmund for the Holy Roman Empire. 16 and 10% isn't anything to worry about too much though. And the main reason we don't have to worry too much about it is because we keep most of our levies at home so they don't deplete. So we always have a nice sizable force hanging around. Still at 59, this isn't going... I'm not sure if we actually have the votes in our, hegemony to pass it, and we might have to rely on other people's votes. That would be very irritating to me. And it would mean it would have to go to all the West Francian sooner rather than later. Speaking of the West Francian, what are our reasons? We could claim Vermandois for this guy. That wouldn't really... I don't know if that would affect us or not. He is a count already, so I think it'd still be within our realm. But that isn't part of the HRE. It's part of Francia. So if we took that, it wouldn't change the voting makeup at all. We have de jure claim on Artois, one on Brugge, one on Gent, one on Guyens, one on Wipers. I call it Wipers even though it says it's Wiperin because I believe in modern terms it is actually Wipers. With a Y. And I just like the sound of that particular thing. And of course there's Burgundy, but we can't declare war on Burgundy because we have a truce. And we're also allies. I'd like him to just win this little rebel war. I could declare war on the Sorbian right now, but I'd prefer not to raise levies and all that sort of bullshit. We have a claim on the Duchy of Croatia, which is here. We're not going to use it because it would cause us to be fighting our good ally, the Byzantine. Yeah. And of course we have one on the Kingdom of Lotharingia, which we're not going to press because it would be counterproductive at this stage. Okay, that's wonderful. Yeah, we're getting a lot of factions because we're changing laws around the place and, nobody likes that. And yeah, they usurped Carntan off my kid or nephew or whatever he was, kinsman. That's alright. I think the Austrians are still Littlefinger's. Yes, they are, so that's fine. Yes, okay. Changing up all your titles, all that sort of stuff. I'm very happy that we're in this position here. Not so happy about this position here because, well, I really need to get that crown authority up. There's just no other way about it. It needs to be increased. At the current stage, it is pathetic. There's no point to having a large realm if you can't utilize it properly. And at this stage, we just check. Yeah, at autonomous vassals, I can check it over here actually, it's the same thing. See, we can't revoke titles, we can't appoint army leaders. People like us for it, but they don't have to provide any of their troops to us. At low, they have to provide us, at minimum, 20% of their troops. Medium is 40%, high is 60%, max is 80%. Never go to max. Max means you'll be dealing with, like, irate nobles constantly. It's a minus 30 penalty. We won that siege, we got a bit of money out of it, I think. Yeah. I have had trouble with a vassal of mine and tried everything I could think of to help us get along better. Chancellor Count Leopold managed to do in one day what I had struggled with for several weeks, when he told me to just ask the vassal for forgiveness. That was all that was needed. Okay, so Duchess Oda here, we get a little bit of an opinion bonus. Well, we get plus 15. It's not going to take her into positives, but hey, it's still pretty good. And our Chancellor likes us by 25, and we give him a little bit of money as like a thank you. Or we just say, yeah, that was your job, bro. In which case, the Duchess's opinion still changes. We get 10 prestige, and he becomes disappointed in us and takes an opinion penalty. I don't want him to take an opinion penalty, so we'll reward him a little bit. And... oh, come on. Well, whatever. It was 16 gold, it was practically nothing. We're losing a little bit of income because our guys are getting better. They're reinforcing. We have a call to war for the Byzantine-Armenian de jure war over Theodosiopolis. So let's have a look at where that is. All the way over here. Is it this guy? Is this who he's attacking? Yeah, Duke Ivan. So he's attacking this guy for... for what? Yeah, this place. I'll accept. He's going to win that. No problem. And, well, gets us a bit of an opinion boost, doesn't it? Yeah. There we go. That war's done with. Let's get the hell out. Okay, so... what can we add to our little merry band of backstabbing murderers? Oh, this is actually quite good for us. I know it doesn't look good because, oh, there's a Slavic uprising that has been declared on us. But it's actually good, if I remember the opinion modifiers properly. So, Slavic rebels have risen up in Kalisz, led by a militant Volv. If not swiftly crushed, this revolt could spread like wildfire. Here it is. 3,000 dudes. Let's go. Now, this might be good for us if I remember how things work properly. Where is it? No, he doesn't have it. They might have taken this out for reasons, but there used to be a modifier where if you were defending against somebody, all of your vassals liked you a little bit more. As a kind of a defensive thing. Maybe this guy will. Nope. Alright, looks like they might have taken that out. That's annoying. But basically it was because your minimum vassal levies are based on your crown authority. Your maximum vassal levies are based on how much people like you. So the entire point of raising opinion when you were defending was to be, hey, you know, here's some more troops. If you're having a tough time already, then here's a bit of a buff. This will definitely give us a rebellion risk decrease across the place, which is, I don't think it's too bad at the moment. Yeah, these places are getting 6% because they're both different culture, different religion. We're working on changing that. The religion one is worth 4%, the culture one is worth 2%, from what I remember. Marienburg has converted to the Catholic faith. Well, they will have soon. That's excellent. We didn't do anything to do that because our chaplain, is in Posen. Which may be where we attack from. Let's have a look. No. We can attack from any of these places and it will be fine. I think we could do with a bit more heavy infantry, so we're going to buy shock retinues. We can only get one, that's fine. We'll move them up to meat. And that will just solidify our center a little bit more. See how it goes. It'll be fine. My daughter here is of age. She is a skilled tactician and strong. Very good. Most of my children, I believe... Well, that one didn't. She bucked for trend. Whoops. This one? Nope. Alright. Most of my children who matter have a strong trait, and that is very good. They are, of course, somehow not passing it along to their children. Because he married a hunchback. Really? Really, dude? She's also my lover. Oh, this is just weird. The wacky realms of the Holy Roman Empire's nobility. Great. Yeah, we really do need to expand this way. He's lost that war against the Italian, that's alright. We do need to expand this way to get more of the votes under our guidance, sort of thing. It's a pain in the arse. These guys are making fairly swift progress on this siege, I gotta say. So it's good that we're moving in to deal with it. We might wait for the other retinue to come up. Yeah, we definitely have enough time for that. And then we'll actually be in a nice position to, you know, get rid of the Sorbs once and for all. While we work out what's happening over in Italy. Or Lotharingia. Just some messages about some vassals that were, you know, doing something. So, if I'm right, we've managed to increase the crown authority in all the kingdoms that we want to. And we're just waiting, or we're trying desperately to get the Holy Roman Empire along. It's probably not going to happen too well for us, though. We could try bribery, I guess. We'll try bribery again. We only bribe dukes because, well, the King of Lotharingia should already be voting for it due to his opinion, but he probably isn't because he's a dick. But yeah, so what we want to do is just up some of these votes. Wow, it's just pathetic. We'll give her an honorary title as well because we can, so she can be Keeper of the Swans. This might be a futile gesture, but hey, you gotta try, right? What about this guy? We can't pay him enough. Bugger it. Alright, armies are together, wonderful. That didn't go into the center flank, so I'm just going to find that retinue, it should have been this one here, and put it into the center flank. There, now 565, let's go. They'll get there in 11 days. I really hope the mute function on my microphone just worked. He's trying to move out, but he won't be successful. Smack. Outclassed. Wonderful. And that's all we really needed, just to beat him in this one, so we can chase him around the place a bit. And we should get a little bit of prestige out of this as well. Yeah, that's excellent. Even military tech, I'm surprised by that. And we just chase him up to Posen, and, you know... There we go, alright. Okay, the king has finally died, or the Kaiser. Kaiser Ludolf has retired from the world at age 50. He died comatose in bed. Long live Kaiser Ulrich II. So be it. I did not inherit some claims on some shitty counties that nobody cares about. And Ludolf Lodolfinger here is my son and heir. The problem here is that he's a hunchback, which does have a vassal opinion modifier on it, as well as a rather hefty attraction modifier, so that's an issue. But he is brave and zealous, So the brave more than cancels it out with the vassals, but the attraction is always going to be an issue. How's our other son? He's temperate and deceitful, and he doesn't like us at all. Cool. Right, so we got all of the kingdoms, that's all good, that's all fine. We need to nominate some successors. We're just going to stick with it so that our actual heir is nominated in every one of our kingdoms. So we just have to scroll around to find the kid. And we're not going to mess with the Crown Authority just yet. Have I nominated him there? Yep. I nominated in Pomerania. And now I'm going to nominate in Bohemia. There we go. That should be all of them. We do have a warning that we will, if we die, we will lose the Kingdom of Pomerania. That's because the current vote is for Duke Adolf here. That's alright. And our demesne is too big. We have Barony of Karlstein in here. We also own this place here, so we're going to just get rid of the Barony of Karlstein. Everything is fine. Let's see how our vassals like us. Duchess of Austria doesn't like us, but, you know, she's a bitch. Duke of Thuringia doesn't like us, but, you know, whatever. Same with Franconia. It's because these guys are ambitious. Duchess of Baden as well. The Duke of Pomerania. That should go away. I don't think we're going to have too much trouble. We do still have factions all over the place, so that's an issue. And we're getting about the same number of troops from vassals, that's fine. Okay, so after this war ends, which it should do very soon, we're going to hold a feast or something like that. We might get a few of those factions just disband all over the place. Maybe I should try swapping to free investiture before we try and up our Crown Authority. There we go, victory, and because he has no army left, it's 100%. We're going to get a lot of prestige out of this, a lot of piety, and some moral authority, because it was a religious revolt. That's really good, actually. We could definitely use that. And this guy has arrived at my court, in my prison. Nothing we can do actually helps us out there. He will convert religion, but if he converts religion, he will be released. And, you know, that might not be such a bad idea, but we'll hold on to him for the moment. Now, we could go on a grand hunt. Can we hold a feast yet? Needs to be November. It's almost November. So we'll hold a feast in just a moment. Come on. We have an unmarried heir. Prince Welf, my brother. What? How is he our heir? Huh. Oh, that's kind of interesting. They're voting for this guy as heir to the Holy Roman Empire. You know what? Well, I'm 30. How old is my brother? 17. You know, for the moment, he's not a bad idea. I'm going to change my votes to him. That's alright. I think that'll work out for us. I mean, obviously we'll lose Germany if we die because it goes to our son anyway. But for the moment, we'll just change all of our votes to wealth. Here. Like in Pomerania and so on. That's going to be an issue in Pomerania, actually. But it shouldn't be too much of an issue. Just so that when we die, we play as... We'll be playing as wealth, because he is listed heir here. And he's not that bad. Let's marry him to somebody good for him. So somebody good at diplomacy, military, or intrigue would be good. And somebody who isn't a Lotharingia as well, because that would be really freaky. Perhaps somebody who is, you know, of age, though, would also be good. Alright, let's do this properly. She might not be bad. Ah, there we go. Ah, 38 years old, though. I was thinking genius, that's excellent, but she's 38, so she's pretty much past childbearing. No, we'll take Murin here, because Murin, as well as being good at what she does, is strong. Wealth is strong, therefore they should have a lot of strong children. Done. That'll come in. Lovely. We can either collect 52 gold or get 300 prestige. We're taking the prestige. We need it pretty badly. And now... Now, my friends, we're going to hold a feast. Actually, we're going to save that for the next episode because we're getting pretty close to the end of it. We're going to hold a feast and go on a pilgrimage and all that sort of bullshit because we're only 30 years old. We can do that. It's good fun. And we're just going to move this guy into a striking range on Sorbs. So we're going to put them down into Lower Cilicia. They could strike from Posen, but I think they'll be quicker from Lower Cilicia. And we're getting a lot of votes for our nominated heir here, so that's good. And I believe Pomerania as well. Lovely. The only problem is that we lose the Kingdom of Germany because our son gets it always due to primogeniture. We're not changing that because the idea of what we're doing here with raising crown authority and all that sort of stuff, which we should actually be able to do under Kaiser Ulrich here, raise all of the kingdoms, except Bavaria obviously, to high crown authority, put in primogeniture succession, and then the next guy in can put it back down to medium. As long as they have primogeniture, I'll be very pleased. And we can fuck with the Holy Roman Empire's bullshit with them not wanting to raise crown authority later. It'll be fine. So, as our troops move into Lower Cilicia... Good, good, good. Very nice marriage there. You two have lots of children. That'll be good. So as our troops move into Lower Cilicia, if you've got any, I'll call an end to the episode. So if you've got any questions, feel free to ask them. Comments are also pretty good. Let's just pause the game so we stop getting messages about people. Comments, leave them below. If you liked the video, give it a like. If you'd like to subscribe, well, you know what to do. And yeah, in the meantime, I've been Sub. You've been yourselves. Later.